Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oyinlola, and today we're going to be talking about the power of free will. Free will is the gift that we have been given, and we all make use of it every day of our lives. We make choice to do and not to do, to go and not to go. We make choice in little situations, in big situations. These are free wills that we make use of every day. Before I go further, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do by hitting that red button so that when new videos comes out, you will be the first to know. And share it so that other people will benefit from what we talk about every time we come on. So, like I was saying earlier, the power of free will. We have been given free will to make choices as we go on in our everyday life. While we can't decide um, what happened to us in some situations, some circumstances just falls on our lap, and we don't choose to find ourselves in those situations. While that it is, we have the responsibility to choose how we respond when we are in those situations and circumstances. And the choices that we make with our free will in those situations and circumstances will determine the outcome of those circumstances. We determine how the result of that circumstances will eventually impact our life, whether positively or negatively, whether it will move us forward or we actually, drag us down. The choices that we make along in those circumstances, in those situations, in those challenges, or in those whatever it is, our choices that we using our free will to make choices in those situations are the things that will determine the outcome. So it is in our hands what we take, what we decide to do, the choice that we make. For example, if you find yourself in a job that you think you are trapped, okay, maybe you pick up that job at that point in time because that was what was available, and you really need to, you know, pick up a job. Or maybe when you pick up the job, it was really good, but along the line, it has become something that you are not even enjoying. Now, that's the situation you find yourself. You have choices to make. You can choose not to do anything, then that will be your choice that you have agreed to remain stuck. It's your choice. You can decide to seek other opportunity in the same employment. You can decide to seek other opportunity outside of the employment. It may simply be that the solution to that situation is just a change of attitude to the work, to the people you're working with, and things will begin to go on smoothly. If that doesn't work, you may actually want to seek career counseling. That may be the way out. Or you want to enhance your skills. Maybe the certificate you had at the point that you started the job now is obsolete, and you discover that young people are coming behind you and they're taking over posts that you desire, but you don't have the qualification for it. Then go back to school. Go and add value to your knowledge, increase your skills, take part-time courses. Or maybe you are stuck in a profession that you never enjoy doing. Maybe you did that course because your parent mandated you at that point in time to do it, but that wasn't what you really loved doing. And now you find yourself in there, and you are now in a position where you can decide what to do. Go back to school. Go back to school and do the course that you will enjoy doing. It's just going to take you 2, 3, 4 years. Go and finish that course and get yourself into doing the things that will give you pleasure, will give you fulfillment in life. You see? So at the end of the day, you find yourself in a job that you think you are trapped. Yes, it may appear to be that you are trapped. But the choice to either move on and be productive or to remain trapped will be yours. You are the one. You have to agree with that situation that you are trapped and do nothing, and then you will remain trapped. So what I'm talking to you about today is that making use of your free will to be productive, making use of your free will to make choices that will make you to progress. Life may bring limitation to you. Life may bring suffering, restriction to you, but it is your choice to decide to remain restricted or not. No one can make you remain in that restricted situation or limited situation except you agree to remain there. So it is your choice. So you choose to either stand up for what is ideal to you, or you decide to develop your God-given gift. You create a satisfying and productive life by the choices that you make every day. Let me leave a couple of questions with you that will help you to assess yourself with the way you use your um, um, free will. Okay, so first question: do you get yourself involved with things that really are important to you, or are you always afraid that you don't want to offend people, so you hold back your idea and you are unwilling to voice your idea? Are you do you think that you feel satisfied with the choices that you are making every day? And if you don't feel satisfied with the choices that you are making every day, do you want to stop doing some things? Do you want to start doing some things that you think if you start to take action in those things, it will help you to improve the quality of your life based on the decisions that you make? Now, these are choices that we make every day, and it is the free will that we have been given. Everybody has that free will, and we can exercise our God-given free will. And my challenge to you today is begin to use your free will to make choices that will enable you to live a healthy, self-esteem, fulfilled, more meaningful life. Begin to look at the areas that you are not satisfied with your life now, and begin to take decisions that will help you to improve those lives. There's so many ways we can improve in anything that we are lacking right now. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for progress. There's always room for expansion. We just need to explore it and take action. Not just to talk about it, but we need to take action. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Sometimes it's going to be difficult. Sometimes it's going to tell on our time. It's going to, we have to stretch ourselves and spend more time doing some things and spend less time doing some things that we're doing right now that are not productive. So if we decide to go back to school, we're going to spend more time studying. All these things, you see, when we put in this effort and this action, they will help us to begin to experience productive life, because we want to be productive in our lives. We want to have a satisfying life. We want to live a life that is worth living, a life that will is quite productive. It won't just be for ourselves, but other people will benefit from the product of our life. So this is where we're going to stop today. Until I come your way next week, goodbye and God bless.